Hello, Aquarius. How are you guys doing? This is your extended reading for June 2023. Basically, I'm just looking to squeeze the last couple drops of information out of June that may possibly be available. Then, upcoming next is mid months, where we're going to check on changing timelines, see if any of the advice I give was taken advantage of and timelines were changed. Anyway, for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description of this video. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I did go ahead and put the 48-hour pre-recorded personal readings back on the list. We took a look at the schedule. A lot of people were asking, when is that coming back? Hopefully that's not gone forever. So we took a look at the schedule. I can't put the 24-hour ones on right now, but I can put the 48s on there. So those are back on the list for those of you who were writing me, for those of you who are interested. Anyway, it's on my website, tarotwithrich.com. That is in the description of this video. All right, let's jump into this. Let's jump right in. Doing singles first. We're doing singles first. Anything happening generally between single Aquarians and the person they are interested in? Single Aquarians, what's happening generally? Boom. Oh, 10 of Wands. So this connection that you have with this person, it's affecting you, isn't it? You may be doing the best that you can to try to keep it to yourself, but with that 10 of Wands energy showing there, it's really starting to bug you, starting to eat at you. Let's see. Knight of Swords reversed. Communication still isn't looking great. But you're still not walking away from this. You're still hanging on and waiting. I feel like some of you are waiting on communication or waiting on some sort of green light. Some sort of sign from this person. I don't know if you're looking for something to indicate that they're interested, or I'm not sure what it is you're waiting on. And the more time goes on, the more you're kind of starting to develop a negative outlook on whether or not this is headed in a positive direction. Your outlook's not that great, but you still can't seem to let go and give up on it. Could be another Aquarius for some of you. I also have Taurus and Aries here. We have the Emperor in the upright and the Empress in the reverse. So doesn't look like we're getting both of you on the same page at the same time. Oh, I also have a Leo card here too. It's getting to the point now where being connected to this person is becoming a burden. It's becoming a burden. Look, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands. This isn't serving you anything good. It's not bringing you happiness and joy. You're not really motivated and uplifted. Not really. Looks to me more like you're nervous, anxious, questioning your self-worth. Some of you are even sitting and wondering if you're just not good enough. Okay, well, let's see if they're even interested in you. Let's see how this person feels about you. How does this person feel about Aquarius? What's their energy look like? What kind of person are they? Tower card reverse. For those of you, now I know this isn't everybody, but if you're interested in somebody who is in a relationship and you're wondering whether or not they're going to end that relationship, it doesn't look like it anytime soon. And I know some of you are interested in somebody who's in a very toxic relationship. We've all been there, man. Oh, we've all been there. Nope, I don't see him ending it anytime soon. I do not. Hangman. King of Cups, they're interested in you, though. They are interested in you, and that's probably what's driving you so nuts, because you know they're interested in you. You know it somehow. I don't know how you know. I don't know if they've straight up come out and said it at one point, or some of you can just feel it. You don't really know how you know, but you do know that they got a special place for you. There's an interest, but they're waiting on something. What are they waiting on? What's with all this waiting energy? What are they waiting on? Temperance. It's not telling me. It's not telling me what all the waiting. Are they waiting on the right opportunity? Ten of Cups. They're holding back and waiting, and it's not telling me on what. Maybe they're waiting on you to show some feeling or show some interest. Maybe y'all are mirroring each other a little bit. You're both kind of hanging back, waiting. You're waiting on them to speak up and say something. They're waiting on you to speak up and say something. Kind of what this feels like to me, to be honest with you. Kind of what this feels like to me. Okay. I think that we get the outcome, right? Waiting. Let's get the advice. Let's just jump into the advice. What's the best advice, best course of action for Aquarius to take with this situation? Should Aquarius pursue this, or just sit back and wait, or just forget about this altogether? What is the advice for Aquarius in this situation? What's the best advice? Four Swords reversed. Oh, Ten of Cups. Death card. Okay. Hermit. You know what this is telling me? I kind of feel like this is a test. This is a test. Yep. This is a test. It's basically testing your trust in the universe, if that makes any sense. Like, basically, do you believe that when the universe finally decides to bring you the person it picked out for you, that it's going to be this hard? That it's going to be this difficult? Or do you believe that when you and your person cross paths, that it'll be more natural, more organic? The two of us will kind of be drawn to each other, and there won't be any questions or any confusion or any of me sitting around driving myself nuts and pulling my hair out. Because I'm feeling like your actual person is due to come in, and this is not them. I know I probably just pissed off a bunch of you right now, but sorry, I'm not going to lie to you. That's what I'm seeing here. So with the Crossroads card in the heart of the spread, again, I feel like it's a test. Are you even ready? Because if you're not ready, if you're not prepared, to walk away from somebody that you really, really, really want to be with, because you can clearly see that obviously the universe is saying no. If you're not prepared to listen to the universe over your emotions, you're not prepared to be in a relationship with your actual person. I'm going to tell you, the universe will put you through all kinds of tests on your journey. All kinds of tests. The universe will be telling you to do one thing, and your emotions will be telling you to do something else. And it's hard, boy. Oh, it's hard. Oh man, it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. That's what I'm feeling like is happening here. Let's take a look at the next person due to come in. Let's see. What's one of the first things Aquarius will notice when their person comes in? Next person due to come in. King of Wands. Finally, somebody that ain't playing no games. Could be a fire sign for some of you. And you would probably function best with a fire sign anyway, depending on your chart. You'd probably function best with a fire sign anyways. But yeah, you'll notice this person ain't playing no games. And I think another thing that'll be very energetically apparent is that they're not necessarily afraid of being alone. Six of Pentacles, Ace. See, this person's very emotionally independent. Yep. This person's very emotionally independent. They're a little bit fixed-minded like you too. A little bit fixed-minded and stubborn like you too. Both of you are. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you know how to channel that energy properly. See, that stubbornness energy, the energy of stubbornness and being headstrong and relentless, that energy can be your greatest asset or your biggest liability. Because if you channel it in the wrong direction, it can work against you. But if you know how to channel that stubborn energy in the right direction, then you and another stubborn, headstrong person can come together and be a great team. It's possible. So, I should have filled my water bottles up before I came on. Okay. All right. And again, they're not playing no games and they're not afraid of being alone. And again, that won't, not in an intimidating way. Not in an intimidating way. It's not going to be like, oh, I don't need you. Not like that. Not in like an aggressive asshole, like intimidating way, but in a very matter-of-fact way. Very matter-of-fact. I'm not here to play games. I'm just not. Not here to play games. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. I'm not here to let you blow smoke up my ass. We're either going to do this or we're not. Now, see the potential that we have. I would love to see what we could do together. But if you're just going to play games and waste my time, then I'm not afraid of being alone. And it's kind of like a breath of fresh air at the same time, So I don't think it's going to be something that starts off really, really heavy and emotional either. Not really. But you are catching feelings really, really quick. But both of you are keeping kind of your emotions at bay while you check each other out. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's dig their intentions up a little bit deeper. And their feelings. Next person coming into Aquarius's life. Boom, boom. Moon card reversed. They're an open book too. They're an open book. They're not closed off and secretive, whenever you're first getting to know somebody and they're painting their picture of you or painting their picture of themselves in your mind, and you're kind of getting to know them and you're painting that picture in your mind. And then every now and then it's kind of like, man, something's missing in there. Something's missing. There's something you're not telling me about you. I don't know if it's something big that I need to worry about or something that's not that big of a deal, but there's more to you than meets the eye. I don't think this person is like that. They're very much like, yo, this is me. Take it or leave it. This is me. This is my past. This is where I've been. This is me now. And these are my goals. I got nothing to hide from you. I have nothing to gain by hiding anything from you. So this is me. What you got's what you got, you know? Again, another breath of fresh air. They might have a track record in the past that may, and I think they're very open about that, though. They're very open about that. I used to be a player. I did. I used to play all kind of games, but I mean, that really got me nowhere. At the end of the day, it was a lonely way of life that just, ran its course. I've had my fun. Now I'm done playing games. And, I think they're very open about this, though. But also, too, they ain't putting up with no shit. Oh, no. If they feel like you're trying to cross them, they will let you know what time it is. Another breath of fresh air. Because I don't know about you, but me as a fellow Aquarian, one thing I hate, and I mean one thing that gets under my skin more than anything else in the world, is being in the dark. Like you playing guessing games and expecting me to read your mind, And it's like, you're like, oh shit, what's going on? Did I say something? What the fuck? What is your problem? Did I do something? Like, what's going on? What did I do? What are you upset with me? And I hate that. Oh, I hate that. I will ghost your ass. I will not come around you. I hate that shit. Speak your fucking mind. If you don't like something about me, open up your mouth and fucking tell me. Like a mature adult, I would appreciate it if, you didn't approach the situation, attacking me, because I will defend myself against an attack. But I mean, if you can come to me like a mature adult and tell me what your problem is, like a mature adult, we can talk this out. We can communicate like mature adults. And most Aquarians that I've met have a very similar outlook. We're not all the same, but that may be a breath of fresh air. That might be what I title this video, as a matter of fact. A breath of fresh air. It might, man. Maybe. Well, let's see the outcome then. 10 of Cups, Lover's card. 10 of Cups, Lover's card, right? Let's see. What is the outcome for Aquarius? Outcome. Queen of Pentacles. That's you, boo-boo. That's you, boo-boo. Two of Wands. Okay. So for the first month, y'all are trying to play this smart. There it is, though. See? There it is. 10 of Cups. I knew it. But 2 of Wands. So I don't see a decision being made, though, for the first month. I don't see a decision being made, but all I can say is that if you were to go ahead and make that decision, bam, dude. Bam, dog. You already know. But I don't see it happening. I don't see the two of you making that decision, though. I just don't. Not seeing it. So okay, advice then. What's the advice? Maybe that's maybe you're doing the right thing. I don't know. Let's see. What's the advice? Okay, Knight of Cups reversed. Okay, maybe you're doing it the way it needs to be done. Ace of Cups, though. Okay. So, okay, wow, this is kind of a loaded chunk of advice here. First of all, I don't think there's anything wrong with the way you're approaching this situation. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just a few things on the side. I know y'all heard me talk about this a million times. Do not let any new relationship distract you from any healing that needs to be done from past heartbreak. You know, there's lots of people out there who willingly and intentionally jump into relationships simply to distract themselves from past heartbreak, and that's not smart. That's no smarter than running to the bar and getting drunk because you can't handle your stress. Same thing. So, other than that, though, no. I mean, I honestly do feel like this is more than likely going to naturally run its course and end up growing and evolving into something very successful. For those of you who are in the position to and are interested in having kids, I see that as a strong possibility. If not, then just scratch that. Don't worry about that. Could be a Leo. Let's see, what else do I have? Leo, Taurus. Leo and Taurus. Okay. All right, cool. Right on, right on, right on. My last little drop of water in the bottle. Hang on, y'all. All right. Current person. Person you are currently with. If you are not experiencing any problems, issues, or concerns with the person you are currently with, this is not for you. What's the problem? What's the issue? What's the dealio? What's going wrong between Aquarius and the current person, universe, source, spirit? Boom. Maybe all work, no play, too much work. Maybe you work too much, they work too much, the two of you. Like, you know how sometimes people say, well, we're basically just like roommates now. For some of you, this may have gone a step further than that. Like, imagine being in a relationship where the two of you feel like roommates, but then imagine taking a step further than that and imagine we're in a relationship and we feel like coworkers. You know, because I think a coworker relationship has a little bit more of a negative connotation attached to it than roommates. I guess roommates can be pretty bad, but more often than not, roommates usually live together because they want to. Not always, but more often than not, coworkers don't really necessarily want to be there. I'm not here because I want to be. You're not here because you want to be. We're both forcing ourselves to do something that we fucking hate because we have to and we see no other way to survive. Right? Damn, dog. Damn, dog. All right. But your soul contract is incomplete. Dude, Capricorn had the same message. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, possibly. I don't have the card here for it, but they had the world reversed as their overall energy in their current person reading, too. That's funny. Your soul contract is not complete. Yep. For some of you, the only thing holding this together is finances. You're contemplating abandoning this. Some of you may possibly have your eye on somebody else. If you don't have your eye on somebody else, some of you may be at least open to, if something better was to come along, I'd leave this person for somebody else. Bam. Or maybe you're contemplating whether or not to leave for somebody else or just leave and go be alone. Just leave and go be alone. Ace of Cups reversed. The love's just not there anymore. It's not telling me why, though. Maybe some of you are dealing with somebody who's just incredibly immature. A lot of childish, immature drama and whatnot. Okay. Now, some of you are dealing with somebody who's lazy and they aren't pulling their half of the You know, maybe you're bringing all the bread to the table. You do everything, and they don't do anything. Something to that effect. Somebody's lazy here. Maybe no equal give and take. Okay. Let's look at their energy. Feelings, intentions, and energy. Boom. Okay, 5 of Cups. Some of you, the problem is this person is just a negative person. They just have a negative mentality. That is so contagious. So many people are wired to have that negative mentality. You know, they have a problem for every solution. They always think of the worst case scenario. Glass is always half empty. Can walk into a perfect fucking room and spot the first thing that's out of place. And, you know, I mean, that is bragged about. A lot of people brag about that. They brag about that. You ever heard somebody brag about that? I can walk into a room and notice the first thing out of place. Like they deserve a fucking trophy or something. It's like you're bragging about the fact that your brain is wired to tune into negative shit. That's how normalized that mentality has become today, where people think they deserve a trophy for it. You better give me my trophy. I could receive $1 million cash and bitch because the bills are wrinkled. I can walk into a room and notice one thing out of place. Dude. And you wonder why your life sucks. You wonder why you're always pissed off. You wonder why you're always irritated. You wonder why you can't sleep at night. You wonder why you're always fucking angry. You wonder why bad shit constantly happens to you. You wonder why you're always arguing and fighting with everybody in your life. Because you're fucking negative. Always look at the negative. You don't even pay attention to the fucking positive. That's the kind of person I feel like you're dealing with, honestly. And when you're dealing with somebody like that, look, I'm going to tell you what right now. I'm going to tell you what right fucking now. Nothing you do will ever be good enough because their brain is not wired to tune in to positive things. So it doesn't matter what you do for this person. Their brain is wired to desperately search for something negative. And you know what? You know what happens when they can't find nothing negative to bitch about and complain about? They invent something. They invent something. They'll dream up some bullshit that doesn't even exist. They'll twist your words on purpose. They'll twist your actions on purpose. They'll desperately search for anything that they can to bitch about something. And there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Only thing you can do, from what I've learned on my journey, is just step the fuck away from it. Unless you end up meeting a person that's receptive enough to understand, yo, dude, where do you think you're going to get with that mentality? Promise you what, you ain't not going to manifest fucking happiness and abundance. Yeah, see? This is just a negative person. You're just dealing with a negative person. That's all there is to it, period. Negative, broken, unhealed person. They're an immature communicator, too. They communicate their thoughts and feelings like a child. Okay. And now it looks to me like they're the type to want to ignore the truth. If my camera will focus. There it is. They're the type that would rather ignore the truth. But again, hey, look, there it is again. There it is again. Your soul contract is incomplete. And they feel a sense of incompletion. So I'm not seeing anything here indicating a mutual love connection. Okay. Damn, dog. Okay. Outcome time. Outcome time. Will you stay or will you go? Dun, 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 dun. Outcome time. Boom, 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 boom. What's the outcome? Will it take a turn for the best, take a turn for the worst, or just keep repeating the same old shit, different toilet? Ace of Cups reversed. I'm not seeing anything improving anytime soon. Strength card reversed. I see this continuing to drain the life force energy out of you. And I don't see you moving on from this. I do not. So I don't think separation's happening. Nope, I don't think separation is happening. So it's just continuing. What you allow will continue. So, Ace of Swords. Okay, what's the advice then? Should you stay or should you go? What's the advice? Advice for Aquarius. What's the advice? Boom. Okay, Six of Cups. We got to do something to diffuse the tension between the two of you. We got to do something to diffuse the tension between the two of you. Best thing that you can do, I think, is just distance yourself from this energy as much as you possibly can. Focus on raising your own vibration. And then one of two things will happen. If you can, which is hard. It's hard doing that when you're in it. Very difficult. But if you can manage to focus on raising your own vibration while you're in the middle of this shit, one or two things will happen. Either A, this person will end up being swallowed up by their own negativity. Problem with that is, though, is that a lot of times people like this have usually been that way their whole life, and they're usually just so addicted to it that they don't even notice it. But hopefully they'll either end up getting swallowed up by their own negativity and finally be like, look, man, good God, I gotta change my mindset. I'm tired of being pissed off all the time. And they'll make that change with you, hopefully. Or the two of you will separate by way of universal law, and the universe will bring you in somebody who fits a higher vibration. Or you can just walk away from it. You need to lay the law down. That's what you need to do. Lay the law down and make sure it's known. Yo, I don't like being around that energy. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I don't like being in the same room with you. You always have a problem for every solution. You always have something to complain about. You look for the negative. You constantly are searching for something to be angry about. You're searching for something to complain about. They're probably the type of person that picks up their phone and purposely goes and looks up content on the internet that they know is going to piss them off, right? Right? They're that type, addicted to negativity, addicted to being pissed off. I don't want to be around that energy. I just don't like it. I like being happy. So we need to do something to change the dynamic of the energy between the two of us, or I'm leaving. I don't want to be around it. I don't want to live around it. I don't want to live around constant bitching, constant complaining, constant arguments. I don't want to be around it. Lay the law down. Hopefully, they are willing to take a look at themselves and say, okay, and do the work on it. Hopefully. Well, you got to do the work on you too. Okay. But lay the law down. And then after you lay the law down, you get to work on you. Hopefully they make that decision with you. If not, It ain't gonna work. All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Aquarius friends needed to hear. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all for tuning in and playing along once again. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all still be showing me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, purchase my tarot reading course, or catch my new manifestation series, Mastering the Matrix, over on High Vibe TV. Everything is on my website, tarotwithrich.com, and that is in the description of this video. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.